Hi, this is Ramachandran from onlinemathforall.com. In this video, we are going to see how to solve some difficult word problems using quadratic equations. Okay, let us consider the problem that we have on the board. So that is a piece of iron rod costs $60. If the rod is 2 meters shorter and each meter costs $1 more, the cost would remain unchanged. Find the length of the rod. So first let us understand the question clearly, then we can try to solve. Okay, there is a piece of iron rod. The cost of the iron rod is $60. In case the rod is 2 meters shorter, each meter of that particular rod costs $1 more, but the total cost will be same because they have given the point the cost would remain unchanged, and we just have to find the length of the original rod. Okay, I'll just draw the rod. So the cost of this rod is $60. If the rod is 2 meters shorter, the cost of each meter of the rod 2 meters shorter is $1 more than the cost of each meter of the original rod. But the cost would remain unchanged because the cost of each meter $1 more here in the second rod, which is 2 meters shorter. So that is the reason the cost would remain unchanged. So that is the total cost of the rod would be same for the first one and for the second one 2 meters shorter. So for the second one also the total cost is $60. The reason is here each meter costs $1 more. I mean for the second rod, which is 2 meters shorter. Okay students, now what I am going to do is to have a clear understanding of the point $1 more, I just assume 1 meter costs $7 for the original rod. And here the students may have a question, sir, how do you get $7 for 1 meter? It is not given in the question. Just for an example, I have taken 1 meter of, cost of 1 meter of the original rod is $7. So in the original rod, if the cost of 1 meter is $7, so definitely the cost of 1 meter in the second rod, which is 2 meters shorter, will be $8. So this is what they are coming to mean. So if the cost of 1 meter of the original rod is $7, the cost of 1 meter of the 2 meters shorter will be $8 because it is $1 more. So that is the information they have given, but we do not know whether the cost of 1 meter is $7, $8, something like that. Just one example to make you to have a clear understanding, I just assumed $7 for 1 meter. Okay, now actually the target of the question is we just have to find the length of the original rod. I just assume the length of the original rod is x. It is let x be the x be the length of the rod. If the rod is 2 meters shorter, so then its length will be x negative 2. So here I subtract 2 from x because the rod is 2 meters shorter. That is why I subtract 2 from x. Okay, so now we know the length, that is we have assumed the length of the original rod is x. The total cost is $60 and the length of the rod 2 meters shorter is x negative 2 and the cost remain unchanged. So the total cost of the second rod also is $60. Okay students, now what is the length of 1 meter of the original rod? It would be 60 over x. And here the students may have a question, sir, how did you get 60 over x? That is 1 second. The cost of 1 meter equal to 60 over x, and here cost of 1 meter for the second one will be 60 over x minus 2. I just apply the formula to find the cost of 1 meter. So the formula is equal to total cost over total length. So that is the formula to find the cost of 1 meter. So for the original rod, the length is x meter, the total length is x meter, and total cost is $60. So to find the cost of 1 meter, so we divide the total cost $60 by total length x. For the rod 2 meters shorter, the length is x negative to total length, and the total cost is $60. So to find the cost of 1 meter is equal to 60 over x negative 2. Okay, now I'm just going to consider the two values, 60 over x, 60 over x negative 2. So 60 over x negative 2, 60 over x. Can I say these two values are equal? So the answer is no, because these two values 60 over x negative 2 and 60 over x cannot be equal, because 60 over x negative 2 is 1 more than 60 over x, because 60 over x negative 2 is nothing but the cost of 1 meter of the rod 2 meters shorter. So in the question it's clearly given it is $1 more than the cost of 1 meter of the original dollar. So 60 over x negative 2, if 60 over x negative 2 is $1 more than 60 over x. So to equate these two values, either I have to subtract 1 from this or I have to add 1 to this. So now they are equal because I have added 1 to 60 over x. 60 over x negative 2 is 1 more than 60 over x. If I add 1 to 60 over x, now these two values will be equal. So here the students may have a confusion, so because we have added 1 and we have equated these two. So for example, already I told you an example. If the cost of 1 meter of the original rod is $7, then the cost of 1 meter of the rod 2 meter shorter will be $8. Can we equate 8 and 7? So definitely those two values cannot be equal, because one is 8 and the other one is 7. If I want to equate these two values, I have to subtract 1 from 8. Then it will become 7. 7 and 7 will be equal. Otherwise I have to add 1 to 7. So if I add 1 to 7, it will become 8. 8 and 8 will be equal. So this is the thing I have done with 60 over x negative 2, 60 over x. So these two values are not equal, 60 over x negative 2 and 60 over x. 60 over x negative 2 is 1 more than 60 over x. So to equate this, I have added 1 to 60 over x. Then it will be equal. So okay students, now we have to solve for x from this equation. Okay, let's continue the next step on the next page. So 60 over x negative 2 is equal to 60 over x positive 1. Now I am just going to multiply this x by 1 and I am going to take x as a common denominator. So when I do so, I'll be getting 60 over x negative 2 is equal to 60 positive x over x. Now I am just going to multiply x times x negative 2 on both sides in order to get rid of the denominator. X times x negative 2 times 60 positive x over x. I hope now the students will be able to understand, because to get rid of the denominator, I am just going to multiply x times x negative 2 on both sides. When I do so, x negative 2 will get cancelled, and here x and x will get cancelled. So on the left side, x times 60 will be 60x, and here we just have to multiply 1 second. I'm just going to multiply x with 60 and also positive x. So when I multiply x and 60, it will be 60x. X times x will be x square, and negative times 60 will be negative 2 times 60 will be negative 120. Negative 2 times x will be negative 2x. So x times 60 is 60x, x times x square, positive x square, negative 2 times 60 will be negative 120, negative 2 times x will be negative 2x. Now what I am going to do is, I am just going to take negative 60x on both sides. So positive 60x, negative 60x will get cancelled. So we'll have 0 on the left side. We have x square, negative 120, and negative 2x, it can be as negative 2x, negative 120. So let's continue the next step on the next page. So we have the equation x square, negative 2x, negative 120 is equal to 0, because in our previous page we had 0 on the left side. I have taken 0 on the right side. So now we have to solve this quadratic equation. So for that I think we can try factoring. So if we factor negative 120, it will be negative 12 times positive 10. I think these two factors will work, because if we multiply negative 12 and positive 10, it will be negative 120. So when we sum negative 12 and positive 10, it will be negative 12. So the two factors are x negative 12 times x positive 10. is equal to 0. Either x negative 12 is equal to 0 or x positive 10 is equal to 0. So I'm going to take positive 12 here. I mean on both sides I'm taking positive 12. Here I'm taking negative 10 on both sides. So positive 10 negative 10 will get cancelled. So x is equal to 12. Okay, we get two answers for x. One is 12 and other one is negative 10. So negative 10 cannot be considered as an answer here because actually x stands for length of the original rod. So length can never be a negative value. So we can't accept negative 10. So the length of the original rod is equal to 12 meters. Okay students, now you'll be able to understand how this kind of problems can be, this kind of 4 problems can be solved using quadratic equations. So we just have to form equation for the given information, and then we have to solve for the variable that we have assumed for as an answer. Okay students, for more videos like this, please visit www.onlinemathforall.com.